Am I the asshole for telling my sister it's time to grow up and stop writing fan fiction?
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah.
No.
No.
It's never too late. Everyone should be writing fan fiction.
My female 30 sister, female 32, and I have been chatting recently, and I asked her what she'd been up to recently. She got all excited and told me all about this. So my sister Lena got really into this 20 plus years old obscure TV series that's apparently difficult to find online. She's been spending her free time restoring the episodes and adding translations and adding subtitles to them.
That's fucking cool.
She's also been writing fan fiction for that. Parentheses, don't get me wrong, I used to read fanfics as a teenager, but I grew out of it.
Oh, you're so cool.
You're so cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Fan fiction doesn't get you anywhere, like a semi-successful podcast.
Or a book deal or a movie deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like lots of them have.
For sure, yeah. I told my sister that it's weird that a grown woman spends so much time obsessing over a TV show and going out of her way to repair some old videotapes so that she can share episodes online. And for what? So 5 people can watch them? And what's the point of her writing those fanfics when there's no one to read them?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What
no
the hell?
imagination, no joy allowed.
What is she supposed to do? Get a dog and walk outside?
No
Stupid?
restoring of lost media. Like,
Dude.
yeah.
Man.
She told me, and I quote, it brings me joy.
Oh, what a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Having joy, walking around.
And she wouldn't even try to understand my point.
That you should dampen your joy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But I think you should stop being happy.
Yeah.
What about that?
You know, restoring old media doesn't bring you money in the bank account until it does.
Or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah. God. I told her that it was time to grow up and do more serious things, and she asked me if work wasn't enough. She also asked if I'd say the same thing about a guy playing video games.
Yeah.
I told her it's not the same thing, and she knew that. How is that not the same? It's a hobby.
Yeah, it's definitely a hobby.
It's a hobby. Also, when you're restoring stuff, you're creating something, bringing new life to stuff.
Being a historian.
Yeah, you're being a historian there, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know. I think that's cool.
Yeah, sorry.
I just think I think that's cool. That's it.
Yeah, I feel it.
Go ahead.
Sorry. She called me an asshole and left the cafe. I've been waiting for an apology from her and even called her up, but she told me she doesn't speak with assholes. I genuinely just tried to help her. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, dude.
I would love to see the show. And other people
I want to know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. This is interesting to me. I obviously think asshole.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're obviously hating joy. You're hating fun.
Also, really trying to put everything into a normative, whatever you think is normal.
Yeah, it's not normal to restore old fucking, like, tapes. Yeah.
What is normal?
Yeah.
Liking Taylor Swift and going to bars and getting drunk.
And hating your life.
And hating your life, because actually that's the only thing you do poisoning yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
Why don't you go clubbing like every other person in the world?
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Because I don't fucking want to. It's okay.
There's a Jacob Geller video. He's a favorite like video essayist of mine. He did a video recently, and I didn't even think about this when I was reading this. He did a video about like basically the information like apocalypse kind of like the video title is like how could we dare throw anything away?
Yeah.
Basically, there was this activist that I didn't know about this. An activist literally with just VCR tapes recorded the news every day from as many channels as they could.
Wow.
For like 40 plus years.
That's fucking awesome.
And then they died and they gave it to the Internet Archive.
Whoa.
And the internet and like so basically for like 40 years.
Holy shit.
We have saved media of the news. Very specifically, so like you could see like a changing of narrative of like, you know, fucking unedited, nothing changed to it.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But what's the point of doing that?
Right.
What's the point of doing that?
That's the thing. And I think we get criticized often when we talk shit about like Disney adults or someone like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Like, I don't want to be shitting on someone for just having fun. And also, I don't want to be shitting on someone for having a hobby. You're absolutely right. And I think if someone's not hurting anyone when they're doing something,
then who cares?
For sure, do it, you know? And I think that's it. Like, we're nerds. Nerds are just people who love things.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't shit on someone for being a huge Star Wars nerd and they have every Star Wars thing ever and they know everything about Star Wars. Or a Star Trek nerd, then blah, blah, blah. Even though it's not my bag, you know? Cool. That's awesome. I think that's cool. But there are a lot of people out there who are like, fuck that guy because he has action figures.
Yeah, right.
And that's what babies do. It's like, no, you're a fucking baby. Okay, one of my favorite White Stripes songs. I'm trying to remember. I think it's
Seven Nation Army.
No, but it's off of that album. It's
that was Elephant, right?
Yeah, it's off of Elephant. It's
God, I know album names now. What have you done to me? You jack white motherfucker.
Josh has a live version of Hardest Button to Button.
Yeah, on my Spotify. That's what you've done to me.
That's such
fucker.
A deep cut, dude.
Yeah. That was also just released like recently too, I think.
Really?
Yeah, that was off the deluxe version. You have that on vinyl.
Yeah. I don't listen. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, so
it's one of them. Oh, there's no home for you here.
Oh yeah.
And basically it's about him being upset talking to sort of myopic, selfish person who thinks that their life is the only life to exist.
To live, yeah.
And there's a part where he goes like, being happy, having Christmas, blah blah, drinking soda, taking pictures, doing all this stuff. And he expresses it in a list in a way that is like, I don't fucking want to do this. And it's just like all these normal things. I don't fucking want to do this. I want to go and I want to do something else. From a work-obsessed man who is obsessed with guitar and making weird music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, it's a frustration of like, I don't want to be typical. I don't want that. I don't want those things that everyone's told me that I want to do. Yeah. I don't want that, actually.
That's the thing, is like the being told what to do of like fucking...
You can't do that because you're 30.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do it.
Exactly, yeah.
What if I fucking want to do it? You can't do that. That's too late. You're too old to do it. Well, what if I fucking want to do it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not a Disney adult. I'm not a Universal adult either. I don't go, but I like Universal and theme parks and shit.
You know
what
a
I mean?
lot about it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, fine, whatever. It's like, fucking...
I wish I could have one thing that I love. I wish I had the capacity to love. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Dude, just one thing without also accruing a certain amount of hate for that item.
Thing, yeah.
God, like, I'm obsessed with Elder Scrolls Online right now, but I also fucking hate that game. I wish I had just had the capacity to love it and be obsessed with it and care about it and be happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And just vibe out, yeah.
I live in an eternal existence of hell.
Where, there is no,
there is no internal happiness. There is also crime, hatred.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I think it sucks too. Any creative hobby... I'm gonna lump this like restoring.
It's creative.
Yeah, I think it's a creative hobby, especially if you're doing the translation, you're writing fan fiction about it.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's great, and I think it's a very multifaceted, like very. It's one of those things that I like too, because I think about this a lot, like the being a jack of all trades, like the
master of none situation. Yeah,
but master of a jack of many is better than a jack of one, or a master of one, or some shit like that. Whatever the end of the quote's supposed to be.
I don't know what it is, but
like fucking basically like the idea of like being just kind of good or really good at a lot of things,
people look down on that. They want you to be like the guy of one
for one thing. Yeah, they want to put that into. I don't know. I like the like, because I guess like I feel that especially now that my job is this and it requires not just technical ability but creative ability every week. I don't know. I think it's great that like people have hobbies that allow them to do a lot of different things in like one little facet, you know what I mean? Or like one very easy to do thing,
Yeah.
Or not easy to do, but you know what I mean? Like it's one thing that you're doing, but you're doing a lot of things in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
I think it's great.
Like
restore old media. That's great.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I would do a lot of different things. Like, I cared about drawing, I cared about music, I cared about performing, I cared about practicing things, I cared about a lot of different things. Writing was for a little bit, watching and critiquing media and analyzing things. I cared a lot about that. And I just remember my mom being like, jack of all trades, master of none. But yeah, it is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one is what it is.
Because originally the quote was just jack of all trades, and then they added on master of none to fucking dunk on
just dunk on you twice, and then they added the last part.
To make it, that's from my understanding. That's what I read recently.
Literally that photo was like, had the times that it originated.
Fascinating. Language.
Language is interesting. But yeah, I don't know.
Have a hobby, guys.
I would rather talk to someone that is like, oh yeah, I'm doing this thing and this thing and this thing, rather than someone else being like, that's stupid, you're 30, time to die, I guess. Time to go and sit on your couch and die and do nothing. They're just insecure that they don't have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
True, I totally agree with that.
Fuck, dog.
Fuck,
shit.
Man.
Fuck that person.
Fuck that person.
Solved
Asshole,
it.
for sure.
Yeah.